Celtic FC Today Travel to Hibs. Good morning, Celtic fans. In today's Celtic Morning news, Hibs vs Celtic squad and latest team news, as Shaun Maloney deals with an injury crisis. Matt O'Reilly has predicted that Celtic getting knocked out of Europe will help Celtic focus on winning the cinch Premiership and Scottish Cup. And the Celtic Manager, we want to make sure we perform well against Hibs. Celtic will be looking to bounce back from their Europa Conference League exit when they travel to Leith to take on Hibs in the noon kick-off today. Celtic put in a flat performance in their defeat to Bodo Glimt, following a number of changes from manager Angie, meaning a further shake-up of the squad is more than possible as they return to Scottish Premiership duty. Hibs and Shaun Maloney, perhaps revitalised after a comfortable win over Ross County last weekend, have had no shortage of problems in recent days. The 39-year-old has 8 players missing after Elias Melkerson and James Scott were ruled out through illness. Adding to the absences of Demi Mitchell, Paul Hanlon, Joe Newell, Harry Clark, Paul McGinn and Kyle Magennis. Celtic are currently 3 points clear at the top of the table and have a strong chance of piling more pressure on Sevco, who take part in the later kick-off, considering they will be facing a weakened Hibs side. Celtic and the latest news that David Turnbull is that he is almost back training, but Kyogo is still not quite there yet. Matt O'Reilly has predicted that Celtic FC getting knocked out of Europe will help Celtic focus on winning the cinch Premiership and Scottish Cup and increase their chances of completing their 5th treble in 6 years. Calm down, lads. Celtic player, never talk about it this early. Celtic fans might do, but wait. As a Celtic player, please. The Celtic manager Angie is looking for a strong performance from his team in the capital today. It's another difficult game away from home against a good side, so we've got to make sure we perform well as we have been. But that's not because of anything that happened the other night, he said. When you look at the league in general, it's become pretty tight now and there's not too many teams that have hit a consistent run of results. Hibs are in a similar boat where they haven't had a lot of great results, but the last 2 have been better and they're still in a good position in the league because it's so tight. So what we've got to expect is that it's going to be a tough game. It always is when you play away from home, and from our perspective, we've just got to make sure we perform well. Joe Hart believes Celtic have the focus and the squad to make life extremely difficult for the rest of the Scottish Premiership after another European exit. Let's face it, Celtic were humbled against Bodo Glimt over 2 legs, in a shocking and frustrating Europa Conference League tie. But Hart, with 75 England caps and Premier League titles to his name, has shared the impression of a laser-focused Celtic side that'll stick to the right way of playing. Hart, an ever-present for Celtic this season, was an inspired signing. Not just for his ability, but his utter belief in Ange Postecoglou's winning brand of football. The Celtic keeper went on to say, "We're just focusing on what we can take care of, what our squad can take care of. It's Hibs that are in front of us. Who knows if rest will benefit us? That's not something that we think about. We're set up to play twice a week in the squad. Ultimately, right now, we're not going to get that, but we were set up for it. Whether that was the case or not, we're ready. Come on, Celtic, win today and put pressure on the Sevco." And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up, roll